Every morning, millions of people wake up, brush their teeth, brew a cup of coffee, and swallow a multivitamin. It's become as routine as putting on shoes. The idea is simple. This tiny pill acts like nutritional insurance. It's supposed to protect us, plug dietary gaps, and boost our health. But what if that pill isn't helping at all? What if that $165 billion supplement industry has sold us on a promise it can't deliver? This is not just about a harmless habit. This is about a global health scam, a carefully engineered lie that hijacks our trust in science, exploits our fears, and distracts us from one thing that actually works. Welcome to the truth about multivitamins. Let's start with a disturbing fact. Despite 1 in 3 Americans taking a multivitamin, most people are still nutritionally deficient. According to the USDA's Haines 2001 through 2002 survey, 93% of Americans do not meet the estimated average requirement for vitamin E. Over half fall short on magnesium, 44% are deficient in vitamin A, 31% lack vitamin C, the list goes on. If multivitamins were truly effective, we would expect the opposite. Improve nutrient sufficiency, better health markers, reduce disease, but that's not what the science shows. A 2013 paper in JAMA Internal Medicine analyzed years of supplement usage across large populations and found that taking a daily multivitamin had no consistent benefit on preventing mortality, cardiovascular disease, or cancer. None. So we've been conditioned to believe that the just in case is a smart health strategy. But in this case, the just in case has become a justification for lazy marketing and corporate profit. Here's a dirty little secret the supplement industry doesn't want you to know. The nutrients found in your multivitamin, they're not real food. They're synthetic chemicals often derived from petroleum, ammonia, coal tar, or even acetone. So let's take a closer look. Vitamin A in your multivitamin is often retinol acetate, a compound derived through industrial processes involving vinyl or coal tar. Not only is this unnatural, but studies have shown that synthetic vitamin A can actually disrupt vitamin E metabolism and even contribute to liver damage in high doses. Vitamin B1 or thiamine is typically included as thiamine mononitrate, a synthetic form derived from coal tar using ammonia. This version doesn't exist in the natural world. Your body uses thiamine pyrophosphate, the coenzyme form. Then there's folic acid, the synthetic form of folate, vitamin B9. While folate from foods like liver is bioavailable and safe, folic acid has been linked in several studies to have an increased risk of cancer when consumed in excess. And get this, it can even mask a vitamin B12 deficiency, which can lead to irreversible neurological damage. Compare this to food-based vitamins. A study comparing synthetic ascorbic acid to vitamin C from citric extract found that the natural version was 1.74 times more bioavailable in red blood cells and 1.35 times more bioavailable in plasma. And natural vitamin E, D-alpha tocopherol, is better absorbed and more effective than synthetic versions, which are a mix of 8 different isomers. So when your label says 100% daily value, that might sound impressive, but your body doesn't really care. It only absorbs and uses what it understands, and what it understands is real food. Food is complex. That's what makes it so powerful. So when you're eating steak, kiwi, and a glass of raw milk, you're not just getting one single nutrient, you're getting a symphony of nutrients that are all working together. Let's use calcium as an example. Your body absorbs more calcium when vitamin D is present, but that's just the beginning. Casein proteins in milk increase calcium diffusion. So do lactose, whey proteins, phosphopeptides, and certain amino acids like lysine. Even phosphorus, when in the right ratio, helps retain calcium in your bones. These interactions are called nutrient synergies, and they cannot be replicated in a pill. Take vitamin C again. In a human trial, kiwi fruit increased serum vitamin C more effectively than synthetic pills. Why? Because of the fiber, flavonoids, and enzymes present in the whole fruit. Multivitamins were never born with a desire to optimize health. They were actually born from a crisis, one that industrial foods created. In the early 20th century, the rise of processed food led to widespread nutrient deficiencies. People were getting sick. Rickets, scurvy, pellagra. Instead of going back to whole foods, the solution was to fortify and supplement. Add synthetic niacin to white bread. Add synthetic vitamin D to milk. Cornmeal refining alone was responsible for 7,000 deaths per year in the US due to pellagra until niacin was added back in. Multivitamins were the next logical step, shelf-stable, cheap, and profitable. And now we still take them not to save lives, but to chase the illusion of wellness while still eating dead and processed foods. Let's talk about trust. So you walk into a health store, grab that vitamin bottle, read the label, and it says Garden of Life or Nature's Bounty. Sounds earthy, right? Holistic, small batch. Wrong. Garden of Life is owned by Nestle. Nature's Bounty, also owned by Nestle. One A Day is owned by Bayer. Centrum is owned by Pfizer. New Chapter is owned by Procter & Gamble. A 10-year FDA review found 776 supplements adulterated with unapproved pharmaceuticals, everything from synthetic steroids to hidden erectile dysfunction drugs. Your vitamin aisle is all a facade, a corporate pharmacy in disguise. Now let's talk about science, because this isn't just theory, this is actually backed up by hard data. A 2015 study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that supplements were responsible for over 23,000 ER visits in the US per year. A massive 2019 meta-analysis reviewed hundreds of studies and concluded supplements do not reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, cancer, or type 2 diabetes in healthy people. Another finding showed that adequate nutrient intake from food, not supplements, is actually correlated with longer life. So, what should we do? The answer is as ancient as it is simple. Eat real food. So let me paint a picture for you. You start your day with eggs, sourdough bread, raw milk, and fruit. Lunch is bone broth, ground beef, raw cheese. Dinner is a grass-fed steak, sweet potato hash, organs, and more raw milk. You've just hit every RDA for every vitamin and mineral without a single pill. Beef liver alone contains 26 times more vitamin B12 than spinach. It has 36 times more riboflavin. It has enzymes, peptides, hormones, and growth factors that synthetic vitamins don't even attempt to copy. Multivitamins are not helping you, they're distracting you. They make you believe that you can ignore your food and still be healthy. They make you believe that a pill is smarter than your own biology. But the truth is simple. Our bodies, they're designed for food, not synthetic molecules. Our ancestors, they didn't have supplements. They had organ meats, raw dairy, shellfish, fermented grains, and seasonal fruits. They didn't need a nutrition label. They just ate nature. So ask yourself, why are you relying on a pill made by billion-dollar food conglomerates to replace what your diet should provide? The answer isn't your supplement cabinet, it's your fridge. So ditch the pill, reconnect with your food, and trust the process your body has known for thousands of years. Because no synthetic pill will ever match what nature made perfect.